So deadnaming is one of those words that's just sprung into existence, seemingly out of nowhere. There was no vote about cis being called cisgender, right? We were just informed by the media one morning that now this is what we were. Oh, and by the way, cisgender, kinda lame. But that's what deadnaming is. It's just some nonsense word that was just spawned in some deep pit of wokeness somewhere. Well, a university. And it's something we're all just expected to go, oh, okay, that's a thing now. We have to pretend that we don't know something. So if you had like a famous actress like Ellen Page, and then Ellen Page decides they're Elliot Page, everybody has to pretend that Ellen Page never existed. And pretending is what it is, because you can't make yourself not know that there was an Ellen Page, obviously. So you have to pretend. It's denial of reality. It's just pure 100% wokeness. So really, it's just a very political word. It's a word to enforce a political ideology, a far-left one. And it looks like Elon Musk has had just about enough of it, because here's the headline: Twitter removes policy against deadnaming transgender people. It says Twitter has quietly removed a policy against the, quote, targeted misgendering or deadnaming of transgender individuals, raising concerns that the Elon Musk-owned platform is becoming less safe for marginalized groups. Less safe, you say? Huh. Are we saying here that the baseline for safety has to be the entire world pretending not to know something that it definitely knows? Because it's just like a social media company that you can be on or not be on, and, they are just words. But I saw this quote from Jonathan Kay, and I thought you might enjoy it. He says, I avoid using names that people don't like using anymore, out of basic courtesy. But the expression deadnaming has always been absurdly lurid. It's contributed to the apocalyptic narrative that you're literally exterminating someone if you don't affirm their rainbow fantasies. For this reason, Twitter's policy change is welcome. Hopefully, it'll precipitate the end of all the other idiotic rhetoric that surrounds this issue, such as denying our right to exist in the world, or seeking to erase our very existence, etc. It's the idiom of self-pitying narcissists. Yes, that's pretty much perfect, isn't it? Self-pitying narcissists. Well, speaking of self-pitying narcissists, quote, Twitter's decision to covertly roll back its longtime policy is the latest example of just how unsafe the company is for users and advertisers alike, said Sarah Kate Ellis, president and CEO of the advocacy group GLAAD. Quote, this decision to roll back LGBTQ safety pulls Twitter even more out of step with TikTok. Oh, God, not out of step with TikTok. You mean out of step with the digital cesspit that is TikTok? Oh, no. But also Pinterest and Meta, which all maintain similar policies to protect their transgender users at a time when anti-transgender rhetoric online is leading to real-world discrimination and violence. Except there's no evidence of that. But they just keep saying it over and over again because the mainstream media likes the narrative. And what did he say here about apocalyptic narrative that you're literally exterminating someone if you don't affirm their rainbow fantasies? One thing you got to give these activists is that they are extremely consistent with their messaging. You know that they're going to say it's unsafe. What does that mean exactly, unsafe? I think maybe this person has a different definition of unsafe than I do, or most people do. In fact, I know this person has a different definition. And as I've said many, many times on this channel, it's all just part of this magic spell that's been used to shroud the minds of everybody, to confuse them into just nodding and agreeing, because you don't want to be an hysterophobe or doing violence or being unsafe. No, I think the spell is breaking. This is an example of how the spell is breaking. Elon Musk is helping to break that spell here, because deadnaming is a nonsense word. It doesn't mean anything, and everybody knows that. If it means anything, it means, who do you believe, me or your lying eyes? And just to be clear, I didn't mean to make the blind feel unsafe with that statement. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.